Hello everyone and welcome to my now third game development log about stealth. And first of all, sorry for being not consistent with my uploads already, but some personal private stuff got in the way between last week, so I didn't really feel of doing a devlog there, and I wanted to rather wait another week instead of being forced to do one, but given the amount of people actually following this shouldn't be a problem. So I'm going to report back for 2 weeks now, but still nothing too spectacular happened really. I updated the game to the new Unreal 420 update, which did take me a while since they reworked a lot of the navigation system and some other changes at spots which had me for a few hours. But it wasn't a very big deal. I also changed the XML system a bit again, which I talked about in the last development log, and I definitely have to check out the rich text again, since in 420 they now finally introduced a new one which isn't experimental anymore, so I will see how I can adapt that to my system I had before, probably somewhere around next week. I also went to a very cool festival organized by teenagers and young people here around in the district I live. Pretty cool to see how things can work out even in a small district like the one where I live here in Germany, and pretty cool to see what can be organized by young people. Pretty cool stuff. I finally got around a big point on my to-do list and worked on some proper models for blocking out the levels. The one before were very basic and not sufficient anymore, also because they had very shitty pivots for Dungeon Architect, because I didn't knew better then. So I decided some basic but fitting models for walls, floors, pillars and windows. They are also meant as a reference for the dimensions, because finding the right dimensions and the relation because character size and wall size isn't that easy, and I still have to scale down the player by a bit, I guess. One of the biggest things I worked on Stealth was the interaction system. In Stealth, the player should be able to click on certain objects and interact with them, such as open a door, hack a computer, grab money off the vault, or whatever. It had me thinking for a bit now how I can design that, and decided to follow a very old sketch I had lying around, having the game drawing a thin line to the world location of the interactable actor, and that deprojected to the screen location. It had me work out some math to get that working correctly, but now it works and looks very crisp and clean, and I love it already. The interactions are listed in the data table and referenced at the interactable actor with an ID, so I can easily adjust them even in the CSV file, which is pretty handy. Also, I actually created a custom slate widget. Again, I love slate really, to draw lines in UMG, which isn't very much possible with brushes, and it's just a shitty approach to do so. So yeah, I did that. Then at the end of the 2 last weeks, on Friday, I went to Gamescom in Cologne finally, which is a thing which I wanted to do for a very long time now. It is about 3 hours from my place and it was incredibly to visit it. Statistics counted around 50,000 people per day, which is a huge amount of people, and unfortunately I didn't get to play any cool new games, but also because of the reason that I would have to stand in the line for 3 hours straight, and that was simply too much for only one day I visited the Gamescom. My biggest favorite there was the indie games booth, which featured over 80 different games made by one or more people, and I'm aiming to try and apply for stealth there. Let's see what the future brings. Maybe next year I'll be there. Alright, that is going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can always show me that with liking the video or joining the Discord, talking with me about that there. And if you're interested in what I'm doing, you can always subscribe my channel or follow me on Twitter if you want. So there's one thing left to say. Have a nice day.